Oh, something different.
Exodus chapter 3, verses 2 to 4. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. He looked, and behold, the bush was burning, yet it was not consumed. And Moses said, I will turn aside to see this great sight, why the bush is not burned. When the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, God called to him out of the bush, Moses, Moses. And he said, Here I am. God is in the fire. Yes, your God, my God, is in the fire. So often we only see the fire, and we get distressed about the presence and the reality of the fire. But God is in the fire. God called out to Moses from in the bush, but the bush was on fire. But when Moses went over to look to see this phenomenon, a bush on fire, blazing fire, but the bush is not being consumed, the Lord called to him, not out of heaven, nor from behind him or beside him, but he called out to him from the bush which was on fire. So he called out to him from within the fire. So often we are looking everywhere else for God to manifest except in the fire. We are so disturbed by the fire that we're seeking to hear from God, but we're seeking everywhere else. The one place we are seeking to avoid is exactly where he is. You see, we know that God is in the fire by virtue of the fact that though the fire is raging, we are not being consumed. Though the fire is raging, our blessings remain. Though the fire is raging, the things that have been assigned to us or aligned to us are not being consumed. Do you remember the same thing happened with the Hebrew boys? They were thrown into the fire. A fire that was so hot that those who came near to throw them in were slain by the heat of the fire. But the boys were protected. The boys, the three young men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were saved. Because when they were thrown in the fire, they were not consumed. Because God was in the fire. God manifested in the fire. You know, probably if those men, those soldiers, had walked them into the fire, their lives would have been spared. Because the manifestation of God was in the fire. And being God, he supersedes all the other forces. And so the fire could not consume. So those who were in the fire were not consumed. But those who were near the fire died from the heat. Think about it. It may be better for you to be in the fire. The very fire may preserve your life because God is in the fire. God bless you. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And for more, join us at 9 a.m. on Sunday mornings at 10 Union Square, Crossroads. If you can't be there in person, join us virtually via Facebook Live.